Since the early days of Operation Iraqi Freedom, the coalition has engaged in a test of wills with an enemy determined to derail Iraq's progress. The extremists have beheaded aid workers, they've attacked symbols of hope, and they've tried to make Iraq's election day one of bloodshed and terror. Their goal was to force the coalition into retreat, but their mission failed. The enemy sought to test America and the Iraqi people's will, and they found it firm.
From the coalition and Italy withdrawing itself.
But each country has its own circumstance. It has its own force capability and force sustainment capability, and it also has its own political circumstance. And as a result, we've seen Spain do it abruptly, not impressive. Did you say that? It happens sometimes. It's been, what, three and a half decades since I was an ambassador, so I've kind of lost that diplomatic touch. Coalition forces will continue to pare down. We're now moving from 152 peak, I believe, where we overlapped, as you'll recall, during the election period. We're dropping down, I think, to something like 17 brigades over the coming month, maybe 6 weeks. We'll be down probably to 140,000 in that period. And as the Iraqi security forces go up, and as the insurgency is dealt with over the period ahead, why we ought to be able to adjust those levels. Our forces will be, over time, in a careful way, as we pass off these responsibilities to the South Koreans, we'll be moving into two hubs, basically a sea hub and an air hub, off the DMZ, out of Seoul, and into positions where we can be helpful, where we can be supportive to the South Korean government, but not behaving in a way that creates a dependency on their part, because we're doing all of those things for them. Thank you very much. There's one thing I do want to say.